Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jonah White. I'm an apocalyptic independent author, the author of the Shouts of Darkness series. My first book is already out on every online retailer, and my second book is hopefully going to come out this summer of 2021. If you want more information when it comes to the Shouts of Darkness series, feel free to visit my author site. It is www.jonahwauthor.com. You can subscribe for free and you can get free short stories that are coming up soon, which take place within the Shouts of Darkness universe, as well as you get early access to news and updates when it comes to the Shouts of Darkness Book 2. But in this video today, I'm going to be talking about how to create a compelling and eye-gripping cover design for your book, because we've all heard the saying don't judge a book by its cover, but to be honest, 99% of us that are shopping for books do that. We do judge your book based off its cover, because if it's not appealing to us or it doesn't fit the genre, we're not going to be picking it up or giving it like a second glance or anything like that. So the reason why I wanted to talk about a topic like this, because I think it's very important, because this is like one of the main things that's going to help you within the marketing phases. Because if you're marketing your book, guess what people are going to be seeing? The cover of your book, most likely. Guess what people are going to see when they're scrolling through Amazon and they happen to pass by your book? The cover of your book. Yeah, the title as well, but they're mainly going to be looking at the cover of your book. And guess what happens when you are promoting your book, or you're promoting your book and you're sending pictures in relation to your book? People are going to be seeing the cover of your book. If they're walking by and seeing your book on a bookshelf, they're going to see the cover of your book. So you kind of get the point. It's very important to focus on your cover design and make sure that it is something that would entice your readers to at least stop scrolling or walking by in the bookstore and kind of give your book a chance, and kind of maybe turn it around and look at the blurb, because that's what you're going to need. All you need to do is get the reader's attention, and then you have a potential person that's going to buy and read your book. So one point I would like to talk about when it comes to creating a compelling book design is obviously understand the genre that you're writing. Now, if it's nonfiction, you can kind of do whatever you want when it comes to nonfiction, because nonfiction does have high standards, but not as high as fiction. Because if you're writing a book about yourself or your personal life, you can have a picture of yourself and people kind of understand that this is a story about you, so therefore it makes sense for the cover to include you. But I'm going to be mainly talking about fiction books, since that's what I'm currently writing, and that's what this is very important when it comes to fictional books, because people need to be enticed by your world that you're trying to present in your book, or the story that you're trying to present. So what do you do when it comes to trying to create a compelling book design? Well, the first thing I would do is, if you're planning on doing it by yourself, great. Just definitely watch a bunch of tutorials online and find the best sites in order to, or editing software to create your book. But what about people that are on the fence about this? Well, I would say if you have no experience creating book covers, most of the time go and look for cover designers online, and then kind of look around and see what fits your budget, or which cover design company kind of fits your style or your genre. Because the thing is, certain genres have certain looks. For me, when it came to my apocalyptic book here, I searched up every single apocalyptic thriller book online and on Amazon to kind of get a sense of what the standard is when it comes to cover design. So the thing is, you kind of do this that way. You can kind of know what the standard is for your genre and kind of fall in line with that. So that's what I did with this book. So usually when it comes to apocalyptic settings, you usually have maybe some destruction in the background, maybe some military if it's showing a military takeover of the world, and you usually have one person staring at all of the carnage going on, or the city or the military takeover, I'm sorry. So yeah, that's pretty much the standard when it comes to that. So this kind of like helps you like fall in line, because if you saw this book, you would assume, yeah, maybe it's like apocalyptic, or maybe it's about a tyrannical government, and this is about freedom fighters or resistance leaders. So that's good. For the second book, I did do this tactic, but like I took major changes and alterations to this, because the thing is, you can look at other cover designs in order to get a feel for what's out there and follow that line, but make major alterations. That way, um, your book doesn't just fit in with everyone else's, and it kind of stands out. That way, when people are scrolling and they see your book, it's like, oh, that's interesting. That looks different. Let me give that one a shot. Let me read the blurb for that one. Because if it looks like too generic, like it just fits in with everything else, then what's going to make yours stand out between yours and another person's book within that same genre? So another thing that you want to take in mind when it comes to like creating a great book design is also like kind of like try to think of the best scenes or best moments in your book and try to see if you can replicate it and or depict it onto your book cover. Now, this may not apply in every situation, but this is for people that are having a difficult time of wondering or knowing what exactly they want on their book cover. But there's also consultants online where you can talk to them. You can talk to like your writing community either on YouTube in the comics, or like Instagram or Facebook groups, and kind of like get feedback on like ideas from other people of what your cover design should be, if you're like sort of like struggling on what you think it should look like. But the thing is, you need to take it very seriously, because if you're struggling and you're wondering like, I don't know what I'm gonna do for this book cover, that's a good sign, because at least you're taking it seriously, because this is a very serious step, because this is going to be the visual representation of your novel. Because, sorry, a coin fell there. This is what people are going to see, and this is going to represent your book is the cover. So this is a very important step when it comes to this. It's probably like more important, well, just as important as the title, but probably more important, because most people are not drawn to the titles most of the time. They're going to be drawn to the cover, and then they'll read the title, and then they're going to be attracted to the blurb, but I'll discuss that in another video. So yeah, those are some of the tips and advice I can give you when it comes to like trying to create like better book designs or cover designs for your books. Feel free to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. That way you know every single time I post on this channel, as well as it helps support my channel and like helps me like grow bigger in the AuthorTube world, because I enjoy making these videos, because I talk about writing a little bit too much around my family, and most of them are not writers. So I feel like this is a nice way or nice avenue for me to like talk to people that are also interested in writing, and it gives me something to do and share the knowledge that I've learned over the past several years when it comes to my writing experience. But without any further ado, I'll see you guys next time. Happy writing and good day.